Hello everyone, welcome to my video. My name is Muhammad Ridho, and today I would like to present my mini research project for the philosophy of language. The title of my research is Politeness and Indirect Language in Student to Teacher in WhatsApp message. I choose this topic because WhatsApp has become one of the most common communication tools between students and lecturers. Every day, students send message to ask questions, request permission, or submit assignments. However, they rarely communicate in a direct way. Instead, they often choose polite and indirect expressions. This made me interested in studying how language is used to express politeness in academic communication. The research question of the study is: how do students use indirect language to show politeness when communicate with lecturers through WhatsApp? Before discussing my data, I would like to explain the concept used in this research. The concept is speech act theory, introduced by John Austin and later developed by John Shirley. Speech act theory explains that when people speak, they are not only producing sentence, but they are also performing actions. For example, when a student says, "Could I submit my assignment tomorrow?" The, the student is not simply asking a question. The real purpose is to request permission from the lecturer. Another important concept is indirect language. Indirect language means expression and intention in a polite and less direct way. Instead of saying "I will submit tomorrow," students usually say "would be possible for me to submit tomorrow." This sounds more respectful and appro- appropriate, especially when talking to someone with higher authority. For this mini research, I collected 5 examples of WhatsApp message between students and lecturers. Here are some examples. The examples 1 is: "Good morning, sir. Sorry to disrupt you. May I ask about the assignment?" Example 2: "Excuse me, ma'am. Could I submit my assignment tomorrow because I'm still revising it?" Example 3: "Sorry for bothering you. I don't really understand today's lesson. Could you explain it again?" Example 4: "Good afternoon, sir. May I ask for your signature for my research proposal?" And example 5: "Excuse me, ma'am. Would it be okay if I left class a little early today because I have another appointment?" These examples represent common communication between students and lecturers. After analyzing this analyzing this message, I found several interesting patterns. First, almost every message begins with a greeting such as "good morning" or "good afternoon." Second, students often apologize before asking their questions by saying "sorry to disrupt you" or "sorry for bothering you." Third, students prefer using modals verbs such as could, would, and may instead of making direct statement. For example, instead of saying "explain this lesson again," students say "could you explain today's lesson again?" The second sentence sounds much more polite because it gives the lecturer the freedom to respond. This shows that meaning is not only determined by grammar or vocabulary. Context, the context, social relationship, and respect also influence how language is understood. In philosophy of language, this is an important idea because communication depends not only on words but also on the speaker's intention and the listener's interpretation. Based on this research, I found three main findings. First, students generally prefer indirect language when communicating with lecturers. Second, polite expressions such as greetings, apologize, and modal verbs help create respectful communication. Third, context play an important role in understanding the real meaning of a message. Even though many sentences look like question, their actual purpose is to request help, permission, or information. Therefore, language is much more than grammar. It also reflects culture, respect, and social relationship. In conclusion, this research show that indirect language is widely used in communication between students and lecturers on WhatsApp. Students use polite expression not only to ask questions but also to maintain respect and build positive relationship between with their lecturers. This research also supports the idea in philosophy of language that the meaning of an utterance depends on context, intention, and interaction between speakers. Thank you very much for your attention. I hope this video has helped you understand how politeness and indirect language play an important role in everyday communication. Thank you. Have a nice day.